Yo, what is good, dev guys? It's your boy K. Yes, sir, I'm back with another video. In this devlog, I want to show you guys just how much progress I made over this past month. Man, it's been a crazy month. I got ready for the Epic Mega Grand. I submitted for the Epic Mega Grand. I got both my fingers crossed and my legs crossed right now, hoping that I get that Mega Grand because I want this game to be as great as it possibly can be. And I hope you guys want that for me as well. I hope you guys are wishing me luck. I hope you guys are sending me all your energy. But let's jump into the video and I want to show you guys the progress that I made over this month. Let's go. One of the hardest things about making a video game is giving it a name. I went from baseline to combat basketball, and now I finally arrived at Ballers Elite, which paints a better picture of what type of gameplay players will experience when opening up my game. I should also mention that the game is available to wishlist on Steam, so if you guys want to support the game, support my channel, go ahead, follow the link in the description and add this puppy to your wishlist. The biggest thing I wanted to improve upon this past month was my animations. I had a basketball game with no basketball animations. There was no way I was submitting this project to Epic without them, so the first place I went to was the marketplace. $70 for some basketball animations? Hell no. Yeah, and there was nothing good there, so I decided that I would make my own using mocap. Then I found it, Cascador. And in Cascador, you're able to drag a video into the viewport, then press this button here to turn that video into mocap. And then you get a bunch of frames printed on your skeleton here that essentially looks almost exactly like the video. Now, this is after a bit of cleanup, of course, but I wouldn't have been able to get nowhere near this far without this feature in Cascador. Now, shooting the ball is a huge part of basketball, but you cannot deny that dunking the ball is what separates the men from the boys. So I had to go ahead and implement a dunking feature to cater to my LeBron-esque like player. In order to dunk the ball, well, first off, you need the ball. You also have to be moving towards the rim and already in the air before you initiate your shot. This will cause you to do a dunk. Now, the dunk does select the best position on the rim for you to initiate the dunk. So if you're coming from this side, you'll dunk on this side of the rim. And same thing, if you come from the other side of the rim, you'll dunk from this side of the rim. The dunk side selection is done using math. Essentially, I draw a circle around the rim, and this is the 5 points that will get selected via the math logic, depending on which position your player is closest to. One of my favorite video game series of all time is NBA Street. The flashy dunks, the dribble moves, the game breakers, being able to create a player and pit them against other NBA stars. I mean, what a time to be alive. If you missed it, I'm sorry. I wanted to give my players some of that nostalgia by introducing some features from NBA Street. I created this elite mode that maxes out your player's attributes across the board. You'll be able to run faster, dribble faster, jump higher, and of course, hit some absurd shots. Okay, here I am in a shoot around level. This is just to showcase how the elite mode works and how you need to charge the meter. So when I have the ball, if I execute a dribble move, for this dribble move, I get 125 points towards my charge. These are style points. You also get points for every dribble move that you execute. You also get a set amount of points for making shots. So for long range, it's 1500 and it gets smaller the closer you are to the goal. Once the meter is completely charged, you get this pop-up right next to it letting you know which button you need to press to activate your elite mode. Once you press that, the world around you changes. The focus is on the rim and you're able to dribble faster, run faster, jump higher, and of course hit some really crazy shots. Now, this is not a football game, but I did decide to add a feature that allows the player to tackle and jar the ball loose from an enemy player. So if I go here and enter the melee mode state here, and I activate the melee, I am able to jar the ball loose and pick this up because this is a loose ball and I could interact with it as if it were a regular ball, like a pass or something like that. But this is just a way to take the ball from another player without using a steal or a block. You can also see that the hits are directional. So if I hit him from the front, he does fall to his back. If I were to hit him from his side, he falls towards this side and lays on his back. And if I hit him from his back, he falls towards the front and lays on his face. And each animation does a smart get up animation depending on what side he got hit from. Something that was missing in my game that other games have was tutorials. This was 100% necessary. If players don't know how to play your game, there is no way that they can actually have fun playing your game. So I coded a data-driven tutorial system that lets me easily add new tutorials when new mechanics are introduced into the game. A tutorial is comprised of stages, and within those stages, there are challenges that need to be completed. These could be objective-based or input-based. This system lets me configure a data access parameters, and then instantly we have a new tutorial added to the tutorial list. Okay, so here I am in my tutorial level. You can see here I have a basic movement tutorial as well as a basic offense tutorial. If you click on the tutorial, you can hit begin over here, and it'll give you just a brief overview of what's supposed to happen in the tutorial as well as which buttons you need to pay attention to. You can skip the stage to go to whichever stage you want to focus on, and it lets you switch in between inputs, and it automatically lets you know which input needs to be triggered for that specific stage. So if I were to begin this stage is one that has substages, and it lets you know that you need to focus on a specific thing in order to move forward within the stage. So if I begin here and I, grab the ball over here and I execute this move, I'll get a complete, and now I'm on step 2. And you can do this up until you actually finish the entire tutorial. So I go here, I do this crossover, and then you see I need to do this crossover, and then I need to do this. And then I get a success message here, and this lets me either continue on if I have more stages after this stage, or if I don't have stages, I'll get this message, and it'll say that you're basically complete. Do you want to continue with more tutorials, or do you want to go back to the lobby? In this case, I'm going to go back to the lobby. So yeah, the tutorials system is fairly fleshed out, and it's really easy to add more tutorials. I made it super modular in that way. Along with the new feature additions, there's also been a ton of bug fixes and quality of life improvements. And in order to not make this video 20 minutes long, full of technical mumbo jumbo, I'm just going to scroll through all of those things. Okay, great. Those are all of the updates over the past month. I'm still waiting on Steam to approve my playtest so that we can all jump in and play the game without having any issues. I did try to run a playtest last week, but I didn't have everything set up like I needed to, so I'm going through the right channels and making sure it's done correctly. As you can see here, my Steam playtest is still waiting for a review, so make sure that you add the game to your wish list so that when the review is approved, you guys will get a notification that this game is available for you to playtest. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.